Sagari Ramdas, we've had you on before as well, and you've done some fascinating research, which actually looks at how states that pass these very stringent cow slaughter, anti-cow slaughter bills, and where you also have vigilantism, actually works against the interests of the cow.
Yeah, so I just want to flag the fact that, if we look at what's happened and the data of the latest livestock census, which came out last year in 2019, and if you just see the change between 2015 and 2019, and 2015 to 2019 was the period when the states of Gujarat, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh really went very stringent in terms of how they, for one, many of them actually banned the slaughter of bullocks and bulls. For instance, that's what happened in Maharashtra.
Yes.
Many of them really went very, very strict in terms of interstate transportation.
Yes.
So what we see in the data is that it just validates the point that we have been making all along. Now you see this massive, massive decline in male cattle population. For instance, in Gujarat, where 2007 to 2012, there was a decline only of about 8% in terms of male cattle population. This is in indigenous breeds of bullocks, right? In 2012 to 2019, we have a minus 38% decline. In Maharashtra, where there was in the earlier period, only 11% decline, after the major changes in their Slaughter Act, you have this massive decline of minus 31%. In Uttar Pradesh, minus 58%. So here we have data. Secondly, the increase of the female cow population.
That's a huge drop.
It's massive drop. I mean, in Punjab,
and
it's
this drop,
61%.
in simple terms, this drop is why? Why are these laws?
So why is this? Why are these falls? And of course, I just wanted to complete that, that parallel to that was a slowdown in increase in cow ownership population. That means the cow population, right? And the data is very clearly out there.
Okay.
Now, why this decline? Now, if we understand the place of slaughter, and this is where it is so important for all of us to understand that we're talking about a preservation of a species where slaughter is critical to the balance of production. Animals are reared by farmers as long as they have a productive value.
Right.
It could be for milch, it could be for draft, mostly it's for draft or for milch. And for every milch cattle, and if we take Karnataka, for instance, you're talking about, of course, crossbred cows for milch, which really are really the base of Karnataka's milk production, along with buffaloes.
Right.
And then for draft animals, Karnataka has some of the most amazing indigenous breeds of cattle. Now, I want to flag here too that in the last 5 years, despite all the slaughter laws that they brought in on bullocks, which we would have imagined an increase in bullock population, you find a 6% decline in indigenous breeds of cattle.